you know that. But you know what? When I first came on the scene, when you first came on the scene, and I was like, this guy named Rob Love. And I was like, at first, you know, in my head, just being judgmental. I was like, man, who's this nigga named Rob Love? You know what I'm saying? This nigga just named himself, you know what I'm saying, Love. And he don't really be just spreading love. But as a nigga really got to know you, you know what I'm saying, you live up to your motherfucking name. So I do want to commend you on that right there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah,
sure.
Rob Love, he do. He spread love, he spread energy, man. That's good, man. Who you started off watching in Memphis, though?
In Memphis, it's ironic, man. My first comedy show, I took my baby mama to see D.L. Hughley.
Where he was?
Spot at the mid, like I want to say Cooper Young kind of area. Cooper and Madison or some little.
Back then?
That was my first time.
For real?
Yeah,
that was
my first time seeing live comedy.
Not the Looney Bin.
It was some.
Yeah, when they had comedy in Midtown in Memphis.
Yeah.
That was your very first comedy show?
Very first comedy
Before
show.
you even thought about doing comedy?
But like I said, before I thought about, before I was like, because I was a hooper, so I wasn't even thinking about doing comedy, Like after I didn't know how to do comedy at a young age, I was like, I focus on sports. I know how to get to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So
dig that.
I thought I did, but.
Well, thank y'all. Hey, y'all, this is another episode. 38114 show got a very special guy right here. And this guy been grinding, man, ever since from the beginning. I done watched him, man, work on his set. I done watched on him perfected. Very funny guy. Even stayed working when the goddamn COVID-19 hit. Y'all give it up for my goddamn partner, Rob Love.
Hey.
Goddamn Rob Love in the building. What's up, man?
3810 for sure.
3811. Tell them where it all started at for you, man, in Memphis.
38116, 38116, you know what I'm saying?
And what part of town that is?
South Memphis.
South Memphis too? Okay.
Riverside.
Right next to 38114.
Yeah, 38111, Orange Mound. I've been all over the M.
What street you grow up on though?
Man, it was a town in a little area called French Fort.
French who?
French Fort. I don't be giving my old address and shit.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, it's over by Riverside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't be telling my old address, what street I grew up on. That's too personal.
That's too personal right there.
Yeah, all that shit. Yeah, it's too.
They don't need to know your background.
The whole shit, like my address, my old address.
Yeah. What street you say y'all stayed on?
I ain't say it.
Oh, okay.
I just gave you the area. I gave you the area.
I think you remember telling me last. It was a dead end, wasn't it?
Nah, it was a code, bro.
It was a code.
We got a good memory.
Hey, I told them anytime black people stay in a cove or dead end, somebody selling dope. But they got that. If it's a cove, you going in there and it's a dead end and it's a circle like somebody selling dope in a dead end.
Man.
All right, dig this. What school you went to, man?
Man, Memphis Catholic, man. I went to private school, man.
Man.
My folks was. That's what
they was well off then. They had the money.
No, I wasn't necessarily that. That's just the tradition in my family. You know
okay.
What I'm saying? So
you went to Catholic school?
Catholic school. You know what I'm saying? I went to all black school. My elementary school was like a HBCU.
Okay, that was all black people though.
All black. You know what I'm saying? We said the black pledge. It was dope. I'm talking about the red, black, and green. It was like we said.
I don't know that because I was in a regular public. They had us saying
that junk. We said that junk too, but we said I pledge allegiance to the red, black, and green. I give my life and my love to my people. I promise to keep an open mind to all people.
Okay.
To seek the goals of brotherhood, to stand up for what is right from now until Judgment Day, right on.
Damn.
When I tell you a whole school, you can hear the echo of
holler right on. A whole bunch of black kids.
This right here, red, black, and green. That's how my elementary school was like a fucking HBCU. When I tell you our basketball game, who, it's sweating, it's a hot gym, nigga. I'm talking about this packed, niggas yelling.
They had all the black kids hollering right on.
Right on, bro.
Man,
Shout out to Father Burks and St. Augustine now, man. It was dope.
That's dope right there, man.
My upbringing was dope.
All black people.
Then my high school was mixed. It was mostly white.
So where you go to high school at?
Memphis Catholic.
That's where you. And what was the name of the elementary school you went to?
Father Burks.
Who?
Father Bertram.
Father Bertram.
Yep. It was around the corner from Hamilton.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Elementary. It was on Kerr.
Yeah.
Hamilton Elementary.
You know I'm Hamilton High, Hamilton Middle, Hamilton Elementary.
That was on Kerr.
Class 2000. Little Hamilton, baby.
That was on Kerr.
Yeah, we was on Person.
No, I'm talking about Hamilton Elementary though.
They was on Kerr.
That jump was on Kerr, right?
Right.
Then you go down, make that right on Person, or that left, depending on what angle you coming from. The motherfucking Hamilton was on the left.
And y'all right down there.
Across from that cemetery.
Cemetery. And y'all in there hollering out right on.
Yeah. We around the corner.
That's a good upbringing, man, to have that, you know what I'm saying, in you, instilled in you when you was younger, though.
Yeah.
So when you went to high school, it was Catholic, so that white people you was around, like mixed.
Yeah, it was mostly white people, though, yeah.
You learned the whole did you become Catholic?
No, I was Catholic anyway, though. My folks.
Are your folks Catholic? You still Catholic now?
I mean, I don't really claim a religion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm beyond religion.
Because you done got older and
I'm spiritual now.
You found out your own interpretation of God. Okay, there you go.
You know, that's just the growth that happens to some, you know what I mean? You know, you just recognize the flaws in all religion, and that ain't really what, you know, I don't think necessarily God intended, so.
You know what? I think religion and politics separate us.
Do you think?
Because when you go hollering, okay, I'm Catholic, I'm Christian. Oh, I don't like you because you, and I'm trying to force what I believe on you. You trying to force what I'm Republican, you Democrat, I don't like you. So it separates us as a people, man. So don't put no label on what you believe in. Just know, you know what I'm saying? Like you, I believe we are spiritual beings. I know there is a higher power, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if we were born through Christ, which he strengthened us, that means shit, we God too.
We God's son too.
You know what I'm saying? What Erykah Badu say? Yeah. Call us by our
names, I guess. Most intellects do not believe in
God.
But they fear is just the same.
That they fear is just the same. See, that's what I got to say. So we quote that Erykah Badu. Dope, bro.
Yeah, hey, I'm going to tell you though, the funny thing is about religion, I know you pay attention to Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my dad was dope in the fact that even though we were, you know, Catholic, he allowed, you know, he dated a woman that was Baptist, so we saw all type of churches and stuff. Uh-huh. And then, you know, he took me to see Farrakhan early.
You seen Farrakhan at what age?
I saw Farrakhan, I want to say in like 5th grade, maybe 6th grade.
Dog, that's so dope, bro. How was that? Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was. I wasn't at the age to grasp it all.
Right.
He was speaking over my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? It was just being dope in the presence, and then being there with my dad. I think that was the first time I had bean pie. Bean pie wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't that bad.
It ain't bad.
Is it made with real pinto beans?
I don't know if it's pinto beans, but it ain't bad.
Okay, maybe it probably got pecans in it. They probably call it bean pie.
Whatever it is, it's fine. It was fine. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's so dope.
I was hungry, but you know, I ended up taking my kids to see Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying? Like last time he was at the convention center.
Oh, that's so dope, bro, man.
I got video with my son.
Right on.
Shout out to Farrakhan.
Right on, man. Do you remember when you took your sons? How were the women dressed and how were the men dressed?
I don't really recall because I was caught up in the moment of, you know, recreating what my dad did for me. You know what I'm saying? And we went. It was last minute. You know what I'm saying? Found out, and then you speaking, man. We at the very last of the convention center. I'm talking about our backs on the wall at the top of the convention center.
Okay.
So we was, you know what I'm saying? But you know, they wrapped up all the time. You know how they
Let me tell you, last year, February of this year, some of his mentors came to Memphis, Nuri Muhammad and Shahrazad Ali. Okay. They are Farrakhan. They've been taught by Farrakhan. They came here. It was a Muslim event. I went. Man, it's dope, bro. All the women covered up, still looking beautiful. Okay. All the men dressed up, suited up, man. It was good to see, man. You know what I'm saying? Women can still be covered up and still be beautiful. Cause all I was thinking about is what's up, Okay. See, that's a nigga.
See, it's funny. It's funny we got like upbringings.
Because it make you use your imagination when a woman is covered up. If she naked, you be like, okay, I done seen everything.
Me and him got like upbringings. We was raised. You got 2 older sisters.
I got 2 older sisters.
I got 2 older sisters.
I'm the only boy, man.
I'm the only boy too. You know, I got brothers by marriage, but you know what I'm saying? That's what's funny about us, you know what I'm saying? But our perspective on it is so different, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom didn't allow me to hit my sister's back. Like I couldn't, like if they hit me, because I couldn't hit women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you like, bop.
Yeah.
You can't hit me.
Yeah, we were rough. We was in there fighting with me and my sisters. I don't think I ain't never just like physically punched my sisters, but I think I maybe did some shit.
My sister was whooping niggas for me though.
You know what? Yeah.
My sister, I know my sister whooped.
Yo, that's so fucked up. We grew up in our sister. Our sister protecting us.
My sister whooped at least 3 niggas I know for me.
Nigga, I remember in Forest City, my sisters got to fight, bro. With some more other girl, my sister got to fight. Other sister jump in. My mama come down here, she jumping in. I'm just sitting back watching this shit. Like, what is they?
Because you a dude.
Cause what is they fighting for? I'm like, what? I didn't know. Yeah, women. Hey, women always.
I seen my mama fight my cousin. You know what I'm saying? I've grown up around aggressive
chaos.
women. You know, not complete chaos. But you know, moments of chaos.
You know the real deal. If you didn't grow up in the house with women, you don't know how they really are. Women are fighters.
Hey, women will click. Like I seen. I don't know if it's Oscar P. Somebody asked, is who more patient, women or men? I think maybe Rodney Perry asked. Mm-hmm. But who is more patient, women or men? You know what I'm saying? I think. What would you say?
Men more patient. Women ain't got no goddamn patience. Women act on emotions. That's why they always be, they on edge. They always on edge. Sometimes you gotta calm your woman down. Hey, baby, this nigga here is a killer. You don't need to be hollering at this nigga here. Yeah. This nigga killed. I don't give a fuck that nigga. Like, hey, baby, I know this nigga, that nigga with, and women don't give a fuck. That's real. That's good, man.
I love women though.
Hey, man.
Ain't nothing better.
I think every woman that I ever been with probably can say Ambrose was a gentleman to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You never hit no woman?
Well,
you should be asking.
You should be asking me. Did she hit me first? That's what you need to be.
No, your response is, I ain't never hit no woman first.
I ain't never hit no woman first. But I ain't never closed hand hit no woman.
The thing is, like, to me,
I push.
To me,
I grab your hands.
No man should have to really just. Any man that's doing that is a weak ass nigga to me. Any nigga that's fighting a woman just straight up like that. Yeah. Like if you lead first, if that's your out, if that's your response to her yelling at you, if you are physically abusive to a woman, with, you know what I'm saying, I don't respect
So what are the exceptions?
The exceptions are if she putting hands on you, if she give you a 3 to 4, 5
a piece, combo.
And you know what I'm saying, and you like, hey, you know what I'm saying, and she snatched you when you know what I'm saying, she can get manhandled. And I think manhandling is the option. If, you know what I'm saying, like,
sometimes they want to be manhandled.
They definitely want to be manhandled.
Hold on, what you mean by
That's a bed. You slam them on the bed. You know
what
I'm
okay.
saying?
Well, you ain't saying that look like a flow you just put on.
I mean, whatever the situation. Because sometimes, whatever the situation.
Whichever closer. If you in the living room.
But the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta get the understanding that I have the more power to control.
Okay. So you just gotta let them know.
But that might not calm the woman down. I mean, it's a variety of women out here. Some women gonna go get the knife. Some women gonna go, you know what I'm saying, push it to the limit.
I'm old enough to know now, if I know she like to fight, I'm leaving. That's gonna hurt her more than me just sitting there trying to beat on her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna leave. You're gonna miss my presence. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not coming back.
Yeah. I think my dad might have like hood women. I gotta, my woman.
Hold on. Have you ever seen your mom and daddy physically get to fight?
No. I heard them yell though, but that was when I was real little.
You ain't never seen?
Never, my dad wasn't that dude. He was too cool to put physical, you know what I'm saying? And he,
So he like me, he'll leave before he put his hands on.
I ain't gonna say you like my dad at all, but I think you a Leo.
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, well, no, you ain't like my dad. So
right.
No. But I ain't never seen my dad ever have to get physical in a negative way with a woman.
So what about like sexually, dude? Like I didn't know, like my first time, like a woman asked me to do some aggressive shit to her, doing sex and shit. She was like, hey, choke me.
Yeah.
And I ain't never did that before. I was like, hey, I can go to jail for this shit. I thought women are delicate, gentle. Well, I know they rough, but that was my first time being pushed.
It's being raised with women and having, like, my mom was very vocal, so she shared with me, hey, this how you treat a woman, this what you do with a woman.
But she ain't never tell you that, like, sexually, like, sometimes we like it rough, son. You gotta put it.
I mean, my mom did tell me,
she gave
me some cheat codes.
My mama didn't tell me that.
But aside from that, you know what I'm saying, the first time I experienced the choke me shit, it did catch me off guard. And I had to go to a different place, you know what I'm saying? I had to, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a pleaser as far as I want to make sure the woman I'm with gets some type of satisfaction. I don't want her out bragging, raw little dick game is garbage.
So if she say choke me, then
if she say choke me and it's out my comfort zone, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why I got this joke, you know what I'm saying? This is what really happened.
With the elbow? When you got to put the elbow on?
This is what happened. I first hit her with the, you know what I'm saying? I hit about right here, you know what I'm saying? Then I grazed her with the throat, you know what I'm saying? See if she with it. If she start doing this, if you graze her with the throat and she start doing this, that means she don't want no part of it, you know what I'm saying? But you put it right here and then she start doing this. That means she won't.
So if she beat your hand,
if she meets you,
halfway,
that's the test.
Oh,
I got a joke about that on stage. Yeah, if you hit her with this right here, that'll let you know, like I don't really. No,
or she'll lock your hand, like, hey, what you doing?
It's like, no, she shouldn't have the physical control of her body to be knocking your hand away. She can just do this. Like if you put it down, she should be like.
First time I had a woman tell me to choke her, I was skeptical about it, so I didn't know. So I was still kind of scared. I just put my hand like on her throat. I didn't squeeze. So she was like, squeeze. I was like, I still don't. And then she punched me in my stomach. I was like, and then I choked. Because I guess she's smart. She knows it's some muscles connected in your stomach, in your hand, in the that was a smart girl there. So
I had a military chick. I want to say she was a Marine, and I was like 18, and I was.
Hold on, how old was she?
I want to say she was around the age. I mean, she had
already 18 too?
She had already been gone, or she was finna leave.
It sounded like she was in her 30s, Rob.
No, she wasn't that far ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know what I'm saying, it's possible she was.
You don't want to call out Geraldine. You was in your 30s. What her name was?
I don't remember right now.
Oh, okay. He ain't gonna get Diane.
I ain't gonna call no names. It's against calling names.
That sound like
regulation.
Hey, niggas don't kiss and tell, but we know her name was Diane, Geraldine. Esther.
No,
Ruth.
Esther. That mama was like, damn, what's Esther?
I'm a prophet. Esther. We know you're 35, Esther.
That man better put on the Farrakhan hat.
Yeah. You was Esther, you was 35.
Ambrose Sabaz. Hey. So she was rough, and this is the time I had my boys, you know what I'm saying, in the house. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you bring a girl by, it's a good chance nigga gonna be listening at the door, seeing what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she give me the, like, you know, choke me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? You know, I'm like, choke you? I'm like, I ain't, you know, I ain't been there. That ain't, you know what I'm saying?
At this time, she looking at him like, you weak ass.
And then she talking, then she started talking shit, what's you weak ass
You
nigga?
weak ass.
You know what I'm saying? And then I shifted my head, this is Tupac time. I shifted to Tupac. I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna give you this shit.
You ain't been touch my manhood.
Man, I had to give her that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was fun. It was actually fun for me. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing I gotta do. Like if she into it, cool.
So you choked her?
Yeah.
Like hard?
I choked her to the point where I wanted her to feel like she got what she was looking for.
Was she still breathing after?
She lived.
Okay, she lived. This nigga said I choked her.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga do got some big ass. You ain't go to court after that?
No court. No court.
Okay, then.
I'm sure she, you know.
I don't know if y'all see this nigga hands. This nigga say, yeah, nigga, I choked
These hands ain't that big. I'm barely palm.
That nigga put up thumb. That nigga, yeah, you ain't choking like that.
I ain't.
So both of y'all did get up and walk.
Everybody was cool.
Okay, then.
I have had one. No, I ain't gonna say that didn't. The legs went numb. Like I'm an artist with this shit, bro.
You choked until.
No. I ain't talking about that wasn't no choke. That wasn't no choke.
How would you do?
Just like it's attention
That
to
nigga
detail.
said, keep living, Ambrose. You gonna see.
It's attention to detail. Okay. No, you should already be there. I mean, you ain't been there. I mean, I don't know.
I ain't been there to you.
It's attention to detail. Like I said, my mom told me early, like, you don't please a woman just one area. Like, you can't just think smashing with dick is gonna just
we
do
know
it.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So if you add some different plays in the game, it can take a woman there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so and what's that like? What you talking about?
There?
Yeah, what you talking about?
That's climax. That's shaking. That's, you know what I'm saying?
What other ways of pleasing you talking about though?
Oh man, like you know, the erogenous zones behind the ear, the kissing. You know what I'm saying? The biting. It's all this. Yeah, but it's during. It's when during. It's during. You got to multitask.
Okay.
You know
what I'm saying?
If you multitask, you know what I'm saying? It's a good chance you could take your partner.
Let me put you on this thing.
To the next
level.
Because
did you know foreplay start before you even in the woman's presence?
In the mind.
Hey, did you? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to my boy Johnny Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch her body until you touch her mind. Yeah. So foreplay start when she at work, you at work, and y'all texting.
You
know what I'm saying? That's foreplay right there. You already getting ready. So that way, when you get in the bedroom, you really ain't gotta work too hard because you already just.
That's it.
Her mind already gone. So all you gotta do is get in there, do a couple boop 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 boop.
Yeah, definitely. It's awesome if it's already bubbling before you get in.
There you go. That's how you want it. That's how I want it right there. If it ain't like that, I don't
want to have to work on it. It ain't no hard work when you're having fun. Though.
Thank you, man.
Ain't no hard work when you're having fun. Shout out to all of them.
That's a young thing.
I had some crazy experiences, man. I mean, you know, I grew up with sisters, so you have some older women in the atmosphere. You know what I mean? I had them.
So comedy wasn't your first love though.
Basketball was.
I think that was probably all our first love. If you black, I used to play in the hoop. I used to hoop in the Willette apartment in South Memphis where I stayed there. We was nigga. You think you be cold too, but you actually hooped for college.
I went to college, man. Hooped in college, man. Had a couple of trials, professional trials. You know what I'm saying?
What college you go to play ball then?
Started out Arkansas State, ended up at D2.
You had a scholarship?
Yep.
Full scholarship?
No, I walked on at Arkansas State. I got a full scholarship to my D2 Oklahoma Panhandle State.
Okay, so you was out there playing. Then what happened?
Man, actually, man, the truth is, like I had a kid before I left.
You was fucking early.
Yeah, I was managed as my grandma.
He knew a lot early. He was fucking early. He knew all behind it.
And then I had
he know how to choke a woman.
He had a couple of older women, you know, kind of train me. You know,
women will teach you everything you need to know about women.
You know, before you was quite ready. You know, you get a couple, you know.
Jada Pickett.
You know.
Entanglements. You get a couple of things.
That's why I ain't mad at Jada. Some niggas out here mad at Jada because they didn't have, you know, the experience of, you know, being a pleasure, of awesomeness, of being with a seasoned woman.
Older woman.
Who could teach you.
Beautiful too, man.
You ain't got to rush. You know what I'm saying? She teaches you to slow down a little bit. You know what I mean? So.
What you rushing for?
What you rushing for?
The pussy ain't going nowhere.
You think you got to be quick. You think you got to be.
Slow down, baby. Slow
down.
Take
your time. You know what I mean? Enjoy that little shaking. Because when you first start out, you shaking like a motherfucker. You like, you just going fast so you can hide you shaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
So you in Oklahoma playing ball.
Playing ball, man.
You got dreams of going to the NBA?
Dreams of going to the NBA. I went out there with the idea of thinking, yeah, man, I'm gonna go out here, put on, and you know, take care of my family. Yeah. But I miss my son so much. My daughter, man, miss my family so much.
You had 2 kids then. So your 2 kids were where? Back home in Memphis?
My daughter was in Arkansas with her grandparents, and my son was here in Memphis.
And you was in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I was in Oklahoma.
So you say I ain't want to go to no NBA right now?
I mean, it wasn't no opportunity. I mean, like I said, I didn't put on enough to where like they wanted me out. Like I can't go. Like my son being away or me being away from my son, me not contributing to his life on a daily basis was difficult for me.
The way your father was there for you?
The way he could have been, you know what I'm saying? My parents divorced, so he didn't have the opportunity. I know how I wanted him. I mean, I know that, you know what I mean? I wanted him there every day. So I mean, that's one of the vows I took as a child. When I had kids, I'm gonna be there for my children every day. So I vowed, you know what I mean? And that was something I fought to stand for.
So you wanted to be there for your son?
Yeah, so
fuck my dreams. I want to be.
Actually, I brought him out to school with me. I had him in school. I had a girlfriend at the time.
She was watching him.
She was holding it down. Then my brother, my life brother. You know what I'm saying? We been elementary little kids. We grew up together. He came out to the school, so he was playing football. So his season was off season.
He used to watch the kids?
He was watching my
man,
son
that's
too,
dope, man. Hey, black men love they motherfucking kids.
It's hard to have my son.
And we are similar to that, man, because early in my career, I shot out from Memphis and went to L.A. in 2015 trying to pursue my career. And, you know, my daddy, dad and mama divorced, so I didn't have him there. So I wanted to be in the household with my son. Yeah. That was my thing. That was important. You know, me and his mama, we separated. I hated that. I wanted to be there with him every day. So I moved out to L.A. trying to do my comedy thing. But, you know, I ain't know a lot of people out there. I'm talking to him over the phone and he telling me that my niece, you know, some of us say you ain't coming home. And like that shit touched me too. Yeah. So I said, you know what? Let me come on back home, and God had blessed me where I was able to come back home, still make it to TV, and still travel and do my goddamn thing, man. Black men love their motherfucking kids.
Man, love my kids.
It's certain instances put out here for us to be separated for our kids, so we got to work a little harder to be in our kids' life, man. But black men love their motherfucking kids.
I was just telling my brother, man, I told my kids at a certain age. This is like right when I started doing comedy or so, you know what I'm saying?
What year was it?
I don't know. I'd say maybe 10 so years ago, 11, maybe 11. I ain't called professional. I was doing professional for 10 years.
Right.
But I was doing a little bit, maybe a year or so before. And I told my kids, I was like, look, I fought to be in y'all lives. You know what I'm saying?
Black men got to fight.
It wasn't easy because of the disagreement or the parental, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta overcome that.
You gotta, you realize your part in the situation. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I chose or I accepted or
whoever I had a baby with.
That's part of me.
You gotta deal with it.
You can't shit on the situation like that. Women do that. Women will shit on their baby dad. That nigga ain't shit. Well,
but you laid down with them.
So that what does it say about your selection? You know what I'm saying? So me and my kid's mom, we just opposite. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it.
We was young, just out there, just
opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? So opposites attract, but that don't really.
You out there raw dog and young.
I was managed, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was managed.
But you know what? Me and my son was actually in a relationship, and
y'all still in a relationship?
No. We separated. So I've been co-parenting like probably about 10 years. My son 14, but and everything ain't been all peaches and cream. But you know, on stage I crack a couple of jokes, you know, about my son, mother, and all that. But at the end of the day, I still love her because she fathered my kid. I don't give her no problem. I don't argue with her. If she try to argue with me, I don't argue. Hey, it's about this boy. Hey, man, he's 14. He almost, you know what I'm saying, to that age. So, like you say, I'm on child support. That hurt my heart too, man. Especially being a good dude, and you know you was gonna be there for your kids. So that hurt me too, man. You know
I picked my child support.
That's good, man.
My sister gave me the tip. My sister said, "You go down there and put yourself."
Because if you wait till the kid like 12, you're gonna get hit with all that back pay.
So I was. I'm in
Women
college,
gonna put you on game.
and I was in college, so it helped me with like they had my child support was so low. You know what I'm saying? But then I was a present father, and then my folks were taking
man.
care.
That hurt you when you see
her situation, whatever. Affected me, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna be on these folks like that. So
but see, that heavy kid, that shit, like, it is a lot. It's a lot when you have kids, man. Yeah. It's a lot, and I think that my situation, it just made me more conscious. Like, nigga, you just can't be out here just slanging dick, just having kids.
And I'm honored to say I got one baby mama, and I don't respect.
You got 2 kids? That's good, man.
I don't respect niggas that got more than 2 baby mamas. If you got 3 baby mamas, to me, your pullout game.
You can't complain about it if you did that.
If you keep doing it, like you can't. You know, why you got? If you ain't rich and you got more than 2, 3 baby mamas, what you doing? I
just heard Boosie say, you know, Boosie got like 8 kids, like about 5 that he just said on Vlad. He was like, man, I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah.
And so I learned early, like, hey, sex good, but man, sex ain't all, man. That little 2, 3, 4 minutes ain't worth no goddamn headaches, man. But that's good, man. Black men love their kids, bro.
We do.
We love our kids, man.
I love my kids. Shout out to Trey.
Shout out to a shot. You know what I'm saying? We don't never, ain't no father. I think it's, even a father may be out of the kid's life. He still think about that kid every day, but he just can't get over the fact that him and the mother not getting along. And then she done threw the system in there with it. So now you got 2 things working against you, but you still got to be strong enough as a black father to overcome all that.
I'm pro female. Like I grew up in a situation where it was mostly female, so you know what I mean.
And you want a nigga to treat your sister and mama right?
That's how mama told me.
Hey.
You treat a female like you can't just treat a woman any kind of way, because that's how do you want somebody to treat me like that? Do you want what I'm saying? So that was in my brain early, so I couldn't treat a woman like a freak. None of that stuff early on, like it was. For real, you know what I mean?
You just found out later on she was a freak when she said, hey, choke me.
You learn that you got to be diverse.
I live and I learn.
You know what I'm saying?
I be ready for the calls when, she asks for it.
You can't be out here talking about, I'm going to give you this penis. And she like, what? I want some dick. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You getting hard. They want some hard
You
shit.
trying to be respectable. Come on over here and get some of this penis.
Yeah.
Nah. They don't want to hear that. Yeah.
I had a little chick went down and she was like, you going to give me some what? What? No, I need some dick. I'm like, all right.
Okay. I got that too.
I got that.
Let me check and see.
Let me go.
We can make that happen.
Yeah, I was talking. It ain't no dick, it's a penis.
So you came on back home for your kids, man. And when you get hit with the comedy bug,
like I said, my life, I continue to live. Not, like I said, trapped. I wasn't trapped. And that's why I respect mothers so much. Because fathers still have somewhat like the lion or the tiger or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We still roam a little bit. So I lived in New Orleans. I bounced around a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to find what I wanted to do since I wasn't going to be a hooper.
You had a little older woman out there too, I'm quite sure.
Actually, you know what I'm saying? No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
But you know what I mean? That you know what I'm saying? It was some old stomping ground where my dad lived. You know what I mean? So I heard so many stories coming up.
At the voodoo and shit like that.
Just everything.
You was just scared, yeah.
I wasn't scared. I just wanted to experience, kind of where my dad went or lived or whatever. So I lived out there for a minute. But I was still missing my kids, so it was always a bounce. It was a be there, and then it was get some time for myself or get a portion of my life. So I didn't give up my whole life or just give up everything for my kids. You know what I mean? Because again, you gotta enjoy the ride. You know.
So you came on back home to Memphis?
Came back home to Memphis eventually. Like I got back home to Memphis. Like I said, I lived a few other places, and I really was still, like I said, trying to find myself. And my brother, EP.
Shout out to EP.
EP, Mr. A-Talk, Mr. Touch of Class.
Yeah.
He was hosting with him and B Hall was hosting an open mic.
Okay, where at?
It was I want to say someplace on Main Street, not too far from the fire station, right where the Cafe Soul. It was something like Cafe Soul. I think that was the name of it. It was here, and the Lorraine Motel here. It's right on Main Street.
Okay.
And I went up and I ended up doing some comedy, man, and it didn't go good. But I got the bug. I was like, man, I think I can do this. I feel like I can make people laugh. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, what scared me about doing comedy was that I was always funny, naturally funny, without trying to be funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to get on stage, them call your name, then you finna try to be funny. You know what I'm saying? So trying to be funny, that was pressure. Trying to be funny on call, on pace.
Yeah.
That ain't how I get down, but I knew in my life that I could do it.
How long it took you to get back on stage after that first time where you didn't do too good?
The funny thing is, that night, shout out to Liz, it was, I want to say maybe a white girl in the audience or something like that. And when like I said, I didn't do good, and I was walking on Beale Street or whatever, and some of the people who was in the audience, and they was like, that's a dude who think he funny or something. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop, you know what I mean? And I was like, man, I don't know what I said, but somebody ended up informing me about PNH and let me know it's a comedy.
Shout out to PNH.
Shout out to PNH.
That was my spot.
It's a comedy open mic. I said, it's a place where people go for comedy.
Don't you know that spot been there since I started at Comedy Tennessee? We got something in common because my first time going on stage, he called my name. I didn't even get up.
Wow.
I was scared.
Wow.
So I went home and did. I was reading a lot of spiritual enlightenment material, and I had read some shit about affirmations, like if you write it down every day until you do it. So I came home, wrote it down. Next week I will perform at Comedy Tennessee.
Wow.
And up until that next Wednesday, I went back up there, put my name on the list, and I finally went up. And I didn't do too good, still did, but I heard a couple laughs, and I was like, oh, that's it.
You still do?
And that was 07. Since
you still writing?
You
still writing?
Write my jokes?
Yeah, no, writing your
affirmations. When it's in you, it's in you. So
Reggie Jr. just told me that today, and I was talking to him, and 2020 been magnificent for me. And I can't even shit on 2020.
Hell no. Because first of all, we still alive.
Definitely still alive.
How can we shit on 2020 we still here?
I mean, some people got the negative point of view. Some people don't look at things from positive.
You always gotta, make your negative a positive.
Not
if
always.
You don't.
Some people do, some people don't.
If you don't, goddamn, you just gonna be negative then.
So let me tell you, February 2020, Rob Love's name is on the marquee at the Apollo Theater.
The Apollo Theater.
You know what I'm saying?
That was
February 2020.
That's
Rob
big.
Love. This ain't the amateur night.
Bruh.
This is Rob Love. Somebody told me, another headliner, big time headliner, told me, my name ain't
never, nigga, I've been on NBC and everything, but it's like you gotta respect everybody's paths, man. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got what they get, but you inspired me. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, when I would listen and hear about you going out to California, Henry going out to California, Lomax, these cats who stepped out there, I knew that even though my thing was to use Memphis as my training ground and just keep branching out. You
started going out there. You started going out there traveling out there.
I started out to ATL. I started out, then I jumped out to Cali, and then
you know what? I didn't know this. I interviewed Tootie two-time here from Memphis. She said Rob Love is the one that took me under his wing when I first started, and she was like, Rob Love had me out here like a hoe. I'm at this open mic, and you girl, that's good, man.
You ain't gonna fuck with me. You can't be on a squad or be around me, and you ain't going to get what you.
Hey, that's love, man.
Bro, to take that February 2020 and take what come after February? May?
No, March. Yeah.
March 2020. I'm at the Comedy Store. You know what I'm saying, in LA. You know what I'm saying? World famous comedy store at Crack 'em Up Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
I did that one before.
I'm performing at the same place I just
the
saw
big
Dave
names.
Chappelle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
you cool with Donnell Rawlins?
Yeah, me.
And you know what? Last time Dave Chappelle came here to Memphis, I had a show and I wanted to go see him, but I look on Facebook after that. You post a picture with Donnell Rawlins and Dave Chappelle. Y'all on Beale Street.
Yeah.
So how's that soaking up the game, man? Watching Donnell Rawlins, man, and hanging out with Dave Chappelle, bro. That's legend.
Man, shout out to Donnell Rawlins, man.
Shout out to Ashley Larry, yeah, man. Good dude.
Salute. Like it's just a blessing from the universe. Shout out to God, you know what I'm saying?
Relationship.
Relationship. And it's just like energy. You know what I'm saying? Like
good end. That's that love.
You know what I mean? You know, some cats you vibe with.
They ain't finna hang with you if you no bad nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
and we got cool, you know what I mean, and then I hit him up, you know what I mean, when I found out a dope show going on. Like I hit him up when Dave was doing.
So you went to that show?
When Radio City Music Hall. When Dave was doing when Dave did the
with the Erykah Badu and Roots, bro.
That's the show I was at.
That was so classic, bro.
I was at that show. I was a little mad. I had my niece with me, and we had some more fam.
Man, Dave Chappelle, Erykah Badu, Roots.
Yeah, I was blown away because I love Erykah Badu.
I love that.
But you had Kevin, you had Kevin, Chris, all them cats on the show that same month. You know what I'm saying? I could pick any show to pull up to, but they didn't tell you all. He didn't give all the details.
He switched it up.
I'm thinking about finna. I'm finna pull up to Ohio if Dave Chappelle camp still going on. I'm finna make the call
And go to Ohio with the little shows they doing out there. Hit me up. I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Hit me up. I'll pull up with you. Drive out there.
For sure.
So when you went to Dave Chappelle show here in Memphis, you seen the show and y'all went out and kicked it, man. What kind of game you get from just hanging out with Donnell Rawlings and Dave Chappelle, one of the greatest in the fucking game right now?
It's crazy to see Donnell and Dave on different ends of the spectrum to some degree. Killers on the stage without question.
Man,
Donnell is social media
savvy.
On that. He on that. You know what I'm saying?
Dave Chappelle ain't on social media.
That. So you ain't pulling your phones out about Dave. We was backstage with Dave until 2 o'clock. Damn, it feel like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And now it was like had to be like 12. Had to be like, cause we was back there for like 2 hours. Show in about 10.
Y'all just out there talking, chopping it
up.
No,
we in the back. We in the back in the back of the Orpheum.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Yeah, the Orpheum.
Yeah, we in the green room Orpheum, and me and my girl went back because when Donnell had peeked out after the show that ended and everybody leaving out, so me and my girl done rushed out like D. So we go up on stage and then go directly to the back. We got our phones still in the case, didn't realize it. They had to cut our shit out the case because everybody was gone by the time we left.
So y'all couldn't take no pictures or none of that, man.
Yeah, we took, like I said, he wasn't on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't, that's
you
my
don't want to
second,
ask him for no pictures.
That's
if
my
you
second
know,
or third time being around him, so you ain't gonna.
You're not going. But y'all went on Beale Street afterwards.
We went on Beale, we walked to Beale Street from the Orpheum.
Kicked it.
Yeah, man, like I said, it's
what kind of game you get from just by being around?
He an intelligent dude, man.
Very.
He's open to perspectives. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you around and you ain't, like I said, it ain't just about jokes. It's about, you know what I mean?
Just being real.
And he was on political shit. He was when the Asian dude was about running, and that's when we was backing at the time. That's when it was around that time. So. You know what I mean? He's just aware. He is an intelligent dude, man. And, you know what I mean? He's looking for challenging perspectives.
Okay.
He wants to communicate.
So he's just looking for motherfuckers to be yourself. I'm so myself. I want to be around motherfuckers who be they self 100%.
Yeah, I'm just soaking up the energy.
You just soaking up the energy. Vibe with Dave
Chappelle.
Yeah, you can't do that when you're around big
Some
motherfuckers
people do that,
like
though.
that.
I've seen cats do it.
Like, I respect when I get around celebrities, because I know how I am when I'm out. I don't be wanting. You know, you have motherfuckers come up.
Part of me want to do it, though. Part of me to me, that's real. Part of me wanting the fan out is real.
I want that. I like that, but I'm not the person that necessarily got to have the attention.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I be out with my son, I be want us to just vibe, but you know, you got folks coming up to you.
Are you already there?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, every time out with our son, you know, just, hey, bro, you fighting the motherfucker, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But you like, man, this is my time, my son. You know, I'm trying to kick it vibe with him.
But I'm still in the
you
stage.
gotta accept it. You gotta accept it.
I'm still in the stage. I'm happy when they be like.
No, I'm not mad at the fact. I'm not mad.
When they do it in front of my son, my son be like, you a celebrity.
Hold on, my son, last time somebody came up to us, I'm at Kroger's, and somebody came up to, hey man, bro, you fighting the motherfucker. And me and my son walking to the car, my son said, damn, Dad, everybody, every time out with you, somebody come up to you and say, I was like, yeah, I wanted to tell him, like, yeah, son, I bring joy to some people's lives.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not to you and your mom, but I bring joy to some people. But that's just something I do. Bro, I do, man. Much as I try, I do sometimes feel.
They get it, though. It's like different stages.
But you got to fight over that. Just like all the instances coming against you, you still just I got to do my job.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know, like I said, everybody got their burden to bear. A woman got 9 months to carry. You know
they go through, and I respect them.
I don't know if I could do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could do it.
Man, but before we run out of time, let everybody know where they can find you at.
I got to shout out my boy Tyler Craig, man. You know
R.I.P. Tyler Craig, man.
I was supposed to be in Little Rock with my guy right now.
This week, man.